Sí, mucho. I want to talk. I feel like I feel like that's how I feel like that I want to get someone. I feel like I want to get someone. I feel like I want to get someone. I feel I want to get someone. I really must be someone. I want to get 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 someone. I feel like 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 I want to get someone. Feel like I want to get someone. I feel like, yeah, that's it. Okay. I'm okay. Feel like I want to get someone. Feel like I want to get someone. Like I need a wife. Feel like I feel like you have that feeling. Like you have that feeling. Like you have that feeling. I feel like I need to get someone. I I feel like I need to get someone. I feel like I need to get someone. I feel like oh, I feel like I want to get someone. Oh, I feel like oh, I feel like I want to get someone. Oh, I feel like oh, I feel like oh, I feel like I want to get someone. Oh, 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 feel like I want to get someone. I feel like I want to get someone. I feel like I feel that I need to get someone. I feel like that I need to get someone. I feel like that I need to get someone. That I need to get someone. That I need to get someone. I feel like that I need to get someone. I feel like that I need to get someone. That I need to get someone. That I need to get someone. I need to get someone. That I need to get someone. That I need to get someone. I feel like that I need to get someone. That I need to get someone. Oh, I feel like that I need to get someone. That I need to get someone. To be like them, to be like them. I'd rather find about myself. 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 To be like them. I'd rather find about myself. I'd rather find about myself. To be like them. I'd rather I'd rather rather, I'd rather, rather, I'd rather, I'd rather, I'd rather find about myself. I'd rather, rather, I'd rather, I'd rather, I would rather find about myself. I'd 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 rather, I'd rather find about myself. I'd rather find about myself. I'd rather find about myself. Oh, find about yourself. Go and 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 find about yourself. Go, 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 go and find about yourself. 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 Oh, go, go. Oh, go, 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 yourself. Go and find don't go and find about yourself. Oh, good. What did I come here to do, man? What brought me here? What did I come here to do? What did I come here to do? What did I come here? What can I do? Change my life, to change my life. What can I do to change my life? To change my life, to change my life. What can I do to change my life? To change my life. What What can I do to change my life? To change my life, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do to change my life? To change my life, to change my life. What can I do to change my life? To change my life, to change my life. What can I do to change my life? To change my life, to change my life. What can I do to change my life? To change my life, to change my life. To change my life, what can I do to change my life? To change my life, what can I do to change my life? To change my life, to change my life. What can I do to change my life? What can I do to change my life? To change my life. Change my life. To change my life. To change my life. To change my life. To change my life, 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 to change my life. What can I do to change my life? To change my life, to change my life. What can I do to change my life? To change my life. I need 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 to change my life. Oh God. Oh. to change my life. I need to change my life. I need to change my life. To change my life. I need to change my life. Change my life. I need to change my life. I need to change my change the life, to 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 change the life. To change my life. What can I do to change my life? 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 Oh God, have mercy on me. 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 Okay, I need to read right now. This time that is left is for me to read something and put something in my head. If it can allow to enter my head, I don't know if I'm still able to get it. Mana youth, I have to read all these books, these pieces of information, so I come very late and I don't. Table 4. Where were we? My wife kept with, well, our home is becoming our home and is becomingly gone. We're happy to live together. The plan is of untold value. Hath it not made an honorable man of an ex-slave? Table number 5 again. The moon shines full, and I remember that it is long since I carved upon the clay. 12 months in truth have come and gone, but this day I will not neglect my record, because upon this day I have paid the last of my debts. This is the day upon which my good wife and my thankful self celebrate with great feasting that our determination hath been achieved. Many things occurred upon my final visit to my creditors that I shall long remember. Alma begged my forgiveness for his unkind words and say that I was one of all of others he must desired for a friend. Old Akkad is not so bad after all, for he said, though what was a piece of soft clay to be pressed and molded by any hand that touched thee, but now thou art a piece of bronze capable of holding an edge. If thou needest silver or gold at any time, come to me. Nor is he the only one who holdeth me in high regard. Many others speak differentially to me. My good wife looketh upon me with a light in her eyes that doth make a man have confidence in himself. Yet it is the plan that hath made my success. It hath enabled it hath it hath enabled me to pay all my debts and to jingle both gold and silver in my purse. I do commend it to all who wish to get ahead, for truly if it will enable an ex-slave to pay his debts and have gold in his purse, it will not aid any man to find independence, nor I am myself finished with it, for I am convinced that if I follow it further, it will make me rich among men. St. Swithin's College, Nottingham University, Newgate-on-Trent, Nottingham. Oh, I passed here, I think. Professor Franklin, care of British Scientific Expedition, Hela, Mesopotamia, November 17th, 1936. Dear my professor, if in your further digging into those reigns of Babylon, you encounter the ghost of a former resident, an old camel trader named Dabasa, do me a favor, tell him that his scribbling upon those clay tablets so long ago has earned for him the lifelong gratitude of a couple of college folks back here in England. You will probably remember my writing a year ago that Mrs. Squasbury and myself intended to try his plan for getting out of debt and at the same time having gold to jingle. You may have guessed, even though we tried to keep it from our friends, our desperate straits, we were frightfully humiliated for years, but a lot of old debts and worried sick for fear some of the tradespeople might start a scandal that would force me out of the college. We paid and paid every shilling we could seize out of income, but it was hardly enough to hold things even. Besides, we were forced to do all our buying where we could get further credit regardless of higher costs. It developed into one of those vicious cycles that grew worse instead of better. Our struggles were getting hopeless. There did not appear to be anything we could do to improve our situation. Then here comes your acquaintance, the old camel trader from Babylon, with a plan to do just what we wish to accomplish. He jolly well stirred us up to follow his system. We made a list of all our debts and took it around and showed it to everyone we owed. I explained how it was simply impossible for me to ever pay them the way things were going along. They could readily see this themselves from the figures. Then I explained that the only way I saw to pay in full was to set aside 20% of my income each month to be divided pro rata, which would pay them in full in a little over 2 years. That in the meantime we would go on a cash basis and give them the further benefit of our cash purchases. Okay. They were really quite decent. Our green grocer, a wise old chap, put it in a way that helps to bring around the rest. If you pay for all you buy and then pay some on what you owe, That is better than you have done for year ain't paid down the account none in 3 years. Finally, I secured all their names to an agreement binding them not to molest us as long as the 20% of income was paid regularly. Then we began scheming on how to live upon 70%. We were determined to keep that extra 10% to jiggle. The thought of silver and possibly gold was most alluring. It was like having an adventure to make the change. We enjoyed figuring this way and that to live comfortably upon that remaining 70%. We started with rent and managed to secure a fair reduction. Next, we put our favorite brands of tea and such under suspension, and we were agreeably surprised how often we could purchase superior qualities at less cost. It is too long a story for a letter, but anyway, it did not prove difficult. We managed and write cheerfully at that. What a relief it proved to have our affairs in such a shape we were no longer persecuted by past due accounts. I must not neglect, however, to tell you about the extra 10% we were supposed to jiggle. Well, we did jiggle it for some time. Now, don't laugh too soon. You see, that is the sporty part. It is the real fun to start accumulating money that you do not want to spend. There is more pleasure in running up such a surplus than there could be in spending it. After we had jingled to our hearts' content, we found a more profitable use for it. We took up an investment upon which we could pay that 10% each month. This is proving to be the most satisfying part of our regeneration. It is the first thing we pay out of my check. There is a most gratifying sense of security to know our investment is growing steadily. By the time my teaching days are over, it should be a snug sum, large enough so that the income will take care of us from then on. All this out of my same old check. Difficult to believe, yet absolutely true. All our debts being gradually paid and at the same time our investment increasing. Besides, we get along financially even better than before. We could believe there could be such a difference in results between following a financial plan and just drifting along. At the end of the next year, when all our old bills shall have been paid, we will have more to pay upon our investment, besides some extra for travel. We are determined never again to permit our living expenses to exceed 70% of our income. Now you can understand why we would like to extend our personal thanks to that old chap whose plan saved us from our hell on earth. He knew he had been through it all. He wanted others to benefit from his own bitter experiences. This is why he spent tedious hours carrying his message upon the clay. He had a real message for fellow sufferers, a message so important that after 5,000 years it has risen out of the ruins of Babylon, just as true and just as vital as the day it was buried. Yours sincerely, Alfred H. Screwbury, Department of Archaeology. Department of Archaeology. Department of Archaeology. Finally, the luckiest man in Babylon, at the head of his caravan, proudly rode Shuru Nada, the merchant prince of Babylon. He liked fine cloth and wore rich and becoming robes. He liked fine animals and sat easily upon his spirited Arabian stallion. To look at him, one would hardly have guessed his advanced years. Certainly, they would not have suspected that he was inwardly troubled. The journey from Damascus is long, and the hardships of the desert many. There is this he minded not. The Arab tribes are fierce and eager to look rich caravans. This he feared not, for his many fleet mounted guards were a self-protection. About the youth at his side, whom he was bringing from Damascus, was he disturbed? This was Hadan Gula, the grandson of his partner of others, and Arad Gula, to whom he felt he owed a debt of gratitude which could never be repaid. He would like to do something for his grandson, but the more he considered this, the more difficult it seemed, because of the youth himself. Eyeing the young man's rings and earrings, he thought to himself, he thinks jewels are for men. Still, he has his grandfather's strange, strong face, but his grandmother wore not such gaudy robes. Yet I sought him to come, hoping I might help him get a start for himself and get away from the wreck his father has made of their inheritance. Hadan Gula broke in upon his thoughts. Why dost thou work so hard, riding always with the caravan upon its long journeys? Dost thou never take time to enjoy life? Sharunadu smiled. To enjoy life? He repeated. What wouldst thou do to enjoy life if thou were it? Sharunada, if I had wealth equal to thine, I would live like a prince. Never cross the hot desert would I ride. I would spend the shekels as fast as they came to my path. I would wear the richest of robes and the rarest of jewels. That would be a life to my liking, a life worth living. Both men laughed. Thy grandfather wore no jewels. Sharunada spoke before he thought, then continued jokingly, wouldst thou leave no time for work? Work was made for slaves. Hadan Gula responded. Sharunada bit his lip but made no reply. Regarding in silence upon the trail led them to the slope. Here he reined his mount and pointing to the green valley far away. See, there is the valley. Look far down and thou canst faintly see the walls of Babylon. The tower is the temple of Bel. If thine eyes are sharp, thou mayst even see the smoke from the eternal fire upon its crest. So that is Babylon. Always have I longed to see the wealthiest city in all the world. Hadan Gula commented, Babylon, where my grandfather started his fortune. He were still alive, we would not be so sorely pressed. Why wish his spirit to linger on earth beyond its allotted time? Thou and thy father can well carry on his good work. Alas of us, neither has his gift. Father and myself know not his secret for attracting the golden shekels. Sharunada did not reply, but gave rein to his mount and rode thoughtfully down the trail to the valley. Behind them followed the caravan in a cloud of reddish dust. Some time later they reached the King's Highway and turned south through the irrigated farms. 3 old men plowing a field caught Sharunada's attention. They seemed strangely familiar. How ridiculous. One does not pass a field after 40 years and find the same men plowing there. Yet something within him said they were the same. One with an uncertain grip held the plow. The others laboriously plodded beside the oxen, ineffectually beating them with their barrel staves to keep them pulling. 40 years ago, he had envied these men. How gladly he would have exchanged places. But what a difference now. With pride he looked back at his trailing caravan, well-chosen camels and donkeys, loaded high with valuable goods from Damascus. All this was but one of his possessions. He pointed to the plowers, saying, still plowing the same field where they were 40 years ago. They look it, but why think as though they are the same? I saw them there, Sharu, Nadu replied. Recollections were racing rapidly through his mind. Why would he not bury the past and live in the present? Then he saw, as in a picture, the smiling face of Arad Gula. The barrier between himself and the clinical youth beside him dissolved. But how could he help such a superior youth with his spendthrift ideas and bejeweled hands? Work he could offer in plenty to willing workers, but not for many who consider themselves too good for work. Yet he owed it to Arad Gulu to do something, not half-hearted attempt. He and Arad had never done things that way. They were not that sort of men. A plan came almost in a flash. There were objections. He must consider his own family and his own standing. It would be cruel. It would hurt being a man of quick decisions. He waived objections and decided to act. Would Esau be interested in hearing how their wealthy grandfather and myself joined in the partnership which proved so profitable? He questioned. Why not just tell me how thou madest the golden shekels? That is all I need to know. The young man parled. Sharunada ignored the reply and continued. We start with those men plowing. I was no older than thou. As the column of men in which I marched approached, good old Migido, the farmer, squatted at the slip-shod way in which they plowed. Migido was chained next to me. Look at the lazy fellows, he protested. The plowholder makes no effort to plow deep, nor do the beaters keep the oxen in the furrow. How can they expect to raise a good crop with poor plowing? Did the store say Megiddo was chained to the car? Hadn't Gulu asked his surprise. Yes, with bronzen collars about our necks and a length of heavy chains between us. Next to him was Zabado, the sheep thief. I had known him in Haron. At the end was a man we called Pirate, because he told us not his name. We judged him as a sailor, as he had entwined serpents tattooed upon his chest. In sailor fashion, the column was made up though thus so the men could walk in fours. Though were it chained as a slave, hadn't Gulu asked incredulously. Lastly, did not thy grandfather tell thee I was once a slave? He often spoke of thee, but never hinted of this. He was a man thou couldst trust with innermost secrets. Thou too art a man I may trust. Am I not right? Shuru Nada looked him squarely in the eye. Thou mayest really, thou mayest rely upon my silence. But I am amazed. Tell me, how didst thou come to be a slave? Shurunadu shrugged his shoulders. Any man may find himself a slave. It was a gaming house and barley beer that brought me disaster. I was a victim of my brother's indiscretions. In a brawl, he killed his friend. I was bonded to the widow by my patia, desperate to keep my brother from being persecuted under the law. When my father could not raise the silver to free me, she in anger sold me to the slave dealer. What a shame and injustice! Hadn't Gulu protested. But tell me, how didst thou regain freedom? We shall come to that, but not yet. Let us continue my tale. As we passed, the flowers jeered at us. One did doffed his ragged hat and bow low, calling out, "Welcome to Babylon, guests of the king. He waits for thee on the city walls, where the banquet is spread, mud bricks and onion soup." With that, they laughed uproariously. They laughed uproariously. Oh yeah, I think that's enough. We'll go like that. It's already time. Oh, it's some. I still have some time. I still have time. Oh God, why did you do me like this? Why did you do me like that? Why do me like that? Why do me like that? Why do me like this? Why do me like this? Why do me like that? Why do me like that? Why you do me like this? Why you do me like this? Why you do me like this? Why you do? 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 Okay, I think we have to continue with this and we finish it. How you are doing? How you are doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? What you do? Why you doing? Life is hard. Life is hard. Life is hard. My 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 life is hard already. My life is hard. My life is hard. My life is hard. My life is hard. 2 hours. Did we make 2 hours? Oh God. Not even 2 hours. Oh God. Pirates flew into a rage and cast them roundly. What do those men mean by the king awaiting us on the walls? I asked him. The city walls here march to carry bricks until the back breaks. Maybe they beat thee to death before it breaks. They won't beat me. I'll kill them. Then Megiddo spoke up. It doesn't make sense to me to talk of masters beating willing, hard-working slaves to death. Masters like good slaves and treat them well. Who wants to work hard? Commented Zabado. Those flowers are wise fellows. They are not breaking their backs, just letting on as if they be. Thou can't get ahead by
SIR, shocking. SI, shaking. Megiddo protested. If the plow a hectare, that's a good day's work, and any master knows it. But when thou plow only half, that's shocking. Shocking. I don't share. SHIRK. SHIRK. Shack. Chic. I like to work, and I like to do good work. For work is the best friend I have ever known. It has brought me all the good things I have had. My farm and my cows and crops, everything. Yeah, and where I be things now, scoffed Zapado. I figure it pays better to be smart and get by without working. What is about if we were sold to the wolves? He would be carrying the water bag or get by without, or get, he would be or some easy job when though. Who like to work? We will be breaking thy back carrying bricks. He laughed his silly laugh. Terror gripped me that night. I could not sleep. I crowded close to the guardrobe, and when the others slept, I attracted the attention of Godoso, who was doing the first guard watch. He was one of those brigade Arabs, the sort of Raj, who if he robbed thee of thy purse, he would think he must also cut thy throat. Tell me, Godoso, I whispered, when we get to Babylon, we will be sold to the wolves? Why, I want to know, he questioned curiously. Canst thou not understand? I pleaded. I am young. I want to live. I don't want to be worked or beaten to death on the walls. Is there any chance for me to get a good master? He whispered back. I tell something. Thou good fellow, give Goddess no trouble. Most times we go fast to slave market. Listen, when buyers come, tell them you good worker like to work hard for good master. Make them want to buy. You not make them buy. Next day you carry brick. Mighty hard work. After he walked away, I lay in the warm sand, looking up at the stars and thinking about work. What Megiddo had said about it being his best friend made me wonder if it would be my best friend. Certainly it would be if it helped me out of this. Oh my God, I think we are closing. When Megiddo awoke, I whispered my good news to him. It was our one ray of hope as we marched toward Babylon. Late in the afternoon, we approached the walls and could see the lines of men like black ants climbing up and down the steep diagonal path. As we drew closer, we were amazed at the thousands of men working. Some were digging in the most, others mixed the dirt into mud bricks. The greatest number were carrying the bricks in large baskets upon those steep trails to the masons. Overseers cast the laggards and cracked bullock wisps over the backs of those who failed to keep in line. Poor worn-out fellows were sent to stagger and fall beneath their heavy baskets, unable to rise again. If the lash failed to bring them to their feet, they were pushed to the side of the path and left wearing in agony. Soon they would be dragged down to join other caravan bodies beside the roadway to await unsanctified graves. As I beheld the ghastly sight, I shuddered. So this was what awaited my father's son if he failed at the slave market. The famous works of ancient Babylon, its walls, temples, and hanging gardens and great canals were built by slave labor, mainly prisoners of war, which explained the inhuman treatment they received. This force of workmen also included many citizens of Babylon and its provinces who had been sold into slavery because of crimes or financial troubles. It was a common custom for men to put themselves, their wives, or their children up as a bond to guarantee payment of loans, legal judgments, or other obligations. In case of default, those so bounded were sold into slavery. Were sold into slavery. God also had been right. We were taken through the gates of the city to the slave prison, and next morning marched to the pens in the market. Yes, the rest of the men huddled. Huddled, huddled in fear, and only the wisps of our guard could keep them moving so the buyers could examine them. Megiddo and myself urgently talked to every man who permitted us to address him. The slave dealer brought soldiers from the king's guard who shackled private and brutally beat him when he protested. As they led him away, it felt sorry for him. Megiddo felt that we would soon part. When no buyers were near, he talked to me honestly, to impress upon me how valuable work would be to me in the future. Some men hate it, they make it their enemy. Better to treat it like a friend. Make thyself like it. Don't mind because it is hard. If thou thinkest about what a good house thou build, then who cares if the beams are heavy and it is far from the well to carry the water for the plaster? Promise me, boy, if thou get a master, work for him as hard. Oh, okay. Closing.